your story?
Welcome back to the Fast XX. Today we've got Stacey Fisher here.
Hiya.
Hey Stacey, yeah, you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
After our little giggle sesh we just had. So Stacey, you're an ex-motocross rider,
Yeah, that's correct.
gone mountain bike. Mm-hmm. First of all, why? What made you go from motocross rider to mountain bike rider?
A lot of things actually. Mainly, I was just losing interest in motocross. To be fair.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 110%.
Yeah.
Why? Done it for a long time. What age did you start? And
Jesus Christ. I started at 3.
3.
blowing heck.
So, what did I have when I was 3? I had a little. Is it like what you said in yours? An LT50?
An LT50 little Suzuki
Yeah.
quad. Yeah. Must have. They're like the thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I had one of them with my brother, and then we went to little PW50s.
Yeah.
I had one of them for a while, and then I remember my dad getting me a motocross bike, you know, the little 50cc Huskies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of them, and he said I cried the first time he started it because it was too late.
Yeah. Aww.
Great start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good
Be like,
start.
yeah, she loves bikes.
And yeah, I started racing when I was 7 on one of those Huskies.
Yeah.
And I didn't stop till 2018, however old I was then. I remember.
And you just had enough. You just thought, well, I'm not that interested anymore. So why do it if I'm not really interested? Or
It was a lot to do with the atmosphere as well at races,
Yeah.
at British races. I don't know what it's like now, obviously being out of it for a few years, but
Yeah.
like it was a hostile environment.
Yeah.
Like
Did you do the women's or did you do guys as well?
I did when I got in the adult classes, I just did like the women's stuff. But yeah, it got tedious.
Yeah.
Doing the same races over and over again, battling the same people and stuff. So
Yeah.
that was one of the reasons why I moved to the 125 class after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Just for something fresh.
Yeah, a lot more excitement. You're racing from 40th place to first place. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the top 5.
Yeah.
It's more about your skill and stuff like that. A little bit
Yeah.
more when you're on a 125.
And I was still riding like world motocross. So like from when there's a few ladies that have done it and they know the feeling. Like when you go to world motocross, it's completely different. Again, it's like exactly like
Yeah.
the 125 class.
Yeah.
You get a shit start and you're in 40.
You've got to go for it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
You're battling with those people all race because everybody's pretty much a similar speed.
Yeah.
And I wanted to replicate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I went into the 125 class.
Yeah.
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 Just to give you that
Didn't
like buzz
think I
again.
was better than anyone else.
Just get that little
Just to
bit
get
in
that
there. You know? Yeah, so did you find what was different about, so the only thing different about the world was that they're all kind of like that level, like kind of like a higher level.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah.
right, because it's the world, I guess. You're
Yeah,
getting the
it's the
best,
world. That's
you're
what
getting
you
the
want,
best from
isn't
each
it?
country
Yeah.
in the same
All coming
place.
together.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Whereas
so-
I guess if you're obviously, when you're racing within a country and everyone kind of ends up going to the same kind of races, even if it's not like the women's championship, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you'll probably go to other ones and you'll be racing against the same
Yeah,
people
it's
again.
just-
It's like
it's the
not
same
much.
people.
just a tedious, like everyone's the
quite
same, it's the same
monotonous.
thing, like
Yeah.
then you go to the worlds and people are pushing, these are places that are getting backed, these people are getting backed by top teams
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they've got mechanics, they've got spare bikes, they've got all stuff like that, so their level just hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main
Yeah.
thing. They
Yeah.
don't work. Like, a lot of the families have money and stuff, and they're straight out of school.
Yeah.
They're not even finished school or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their
On
job.
the bike every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the level is completely different. It's not
Okay.
about who's better, who's
Yeah,
worse.
it's,
It's
just
literally
a
just
wake
a
up,
different.
isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like going to work Monday to Friday and then trying to compete with somebody who's actually riding the bike and in the gym Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit different.
It's-
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
So how did you get? What made you pick like mountain biking? Like, there's so many
Yeah,
other
you
sports
could've
out there. Why did you go?
sorts.
Right, I'm going to stop motocross and I'm going to go mountain bike. No, not just mountain bike. Downhill mountain
Downhill
bike.
fucking mountain bike.
Yeah, not just any standard mountain bike, is it?
In at the deep end.
Well, I didn't start off in the downhill side
Right.
of it. It was actually a good friend of mine, Nick, who eventually got me into it. And I bought a bike. I went to Landegler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just fell in love with it from there.
Yeah, and just thought this is it.
Yeah,
Like,
I enjoyed the climbing at that point.
Yeah.
Really. Like,
Yeah.
The climbing was
Before e-bikes, yeah.
I think everybody does at the beginning. They enjoy the
Yeah.
climbing because it's like victorious when you get
Yeah.
to the top. And
It's not a problem, is it then?
No, it's
But then you
not.
realise
Yeah.
how fucked you are when you're at the top and you're like,
And how good it is coming down.
Yeah.
The thrill of coming down, you want to do more of the down than you do of the up. Whereas
Yeah.
when you start, you don't mind doing the up. 'cause
yeah,
it-
you don't. When
it's
you
like a
yeah,
fitness
You're
challenge,
still,
isn't it?
like
Like,
extremely new to it. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
still really freaking scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
And coming down, you're not as fast coming down as then, obviously, when you get better.
Yeah.
Going down is the bit you want to improve on, not the going up, especially when competing.
and then you wish you could just like poof to the top, don't you? And go
Yeah.
back down again
Can
after so
now.
long.
Yeah.
Can now.
Sticky bikes.
Yeah.
And uplifts, I suppose. A few places
Uplifts,
have
yeah.
uplifts, don't
Yeah,
they? But
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I got into downhill. The same friend sent me a message like after a couple of months of being into it, saying, "No, I've been looking at downhill rigs. I think you should start racing. I think you'd do all right."
Bloody
And I
hell.
was like, I said, "Yeah, all right then." So, a couple of weeks after that, I found my first downhill bike and didn't look back.
Didn't
Yeah.
you do like, I know this is a really odd question to ask, but I don't actually know the answer to it, but didn't you do really well in like, was it your first year or was it your first race? I remember one of them you did like, when you did your first full year, did you win a championship?
First
Or?
full year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sick to be fair.
Yeah, I was going to say that's sick. Like you won, so you won a full championship
I
in
won,
that.
I won a full season, yeah, in the category I was put into.
Fucking hell.
And,
I know. Because you have to start, you can't go straight to, I guess you couldn't go straight to
No,
like
'cause-
elite class or something. Is that how it works?
Not,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Well, you probably
maybe
wouldn't
a
anyway,
different
because obviously you
song.
don't know what level you are technically
well,
anyway,
how
do you?
not?
You know, you're
Like-
going into it, you wouldn't expect to just win, would you?
Yeah.
Could you imagine going now, as you two, going to a completely new sport?
Yeah.
Like that you've never done it before. You've
Yeah.
never seen people race it. I've never.
Yeah, you've got
been
no
to it on
idea of
TV or
how
YouTube.
fast
No.
they are or anything.
Yeah, and I went to the first event and I was like, I honestly do not know whether I'm any good or not.
Yeah.
This is so fucking strange.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to play? So I just had to go as fast as I could down the hill and
Yeah.
it fucking.
And it
snowballed
worked.
from
Yeah.
there, in a good
I've been to watch one. I think that was a downhill one. You've actually done one, haven't you?
Yeah, it was technically an enduro race, but it was at that one giant leap in Llangollen, so
Oh
it's
my
technically
God,
a
yeah.
downhill race, isn't it, really? But the only
Which is,
enduro
yeah.
was the fact you had to go back up, there was no uplift. You had to
Yeah.
pedal, but I was on an e-bike anyway.
What's
so.
the difference? Like what, for everyone listening, because I don't actually know really fully the difference. So if you do a downhill or you do an enduro, what makes it a downhill race or an enduro? Is it like how fast
Downhills
what
are
you scored
literally
on?
like you go uplift or you fucking chariot up to the top, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
And you
should be
just come
asking me,
down.
I'm still new to the sport,
But you do.
As far as I know, yeah.
In my terms, enduro is you have a number of stages and
Yeah.
the downhill stage.
Right.
And there will be climbs in it.
Yeah.
but you
and
can.
there's-
But you get. Do you get a time on like that stage, or is it
Yeah,
just your whole time?
No, you get a
You get
time.
timed on
As
the-
far as I know, like some of them work a bit different. I
Yeah.
think so. The ones I'm aware of is they time you on the downhill stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not that they don't time you on the way up to another
Right.
stage.
It's like you have like a
It's just
like
you've
a
got a time
checkpoint, isn't it?
limit.
Yeah.
You have to get there
Okay,
by a certain
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So like the one I did, obviously that was an enduro, but it was classed as a mash-up enduro, so it was just open from 10 till 3.
Right.
You can go up and do as many runs as you
runs.
want,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it was your best times
Yeah.
from the 3 runs that there was. Then obviously, you know, the lowest
Yeah.
time that there is, the better you do. So
And with downhill, what's that? Fast as you can.
it's all
Top to
about
bottom.
It's all about the top
it's all
to the
about
bottom.
the
innit?
one run
One
Yeah.
run, yeah.
that you practice all weekend to try and find the perfect lines to piece together.
And it
to
all
get
comes
down
down
to
to
the finish
that.
line first.
All comes
And how
down
many
to that one
how many
final
chances
run.
do you get? The one run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get that one run.
Just that one run.
Just that
One run. The pressure.
I remember I watched
I love
one.
it.
Yeah, I watched a video of you
Yeah.
on.
love it.
Which one did you try to do the worlds last year? Was it? Or was it this year? This year.
No, this year, yeah.
This year, yeah.
This year.
Sorry, it's all a bit of a blur, but yeah.
I ain't got a clue where we are.
No. So this year, and you're a total privateer. You don't
Yeah,
have
I don't
any.
get no. I don't get no money off nobody.
No.
No.
Just, I work my ass.
And is that a massive difference in mountain biking, like downhilling? Is there a lot of people that you're in the women's class again? So is there a lot of difference between someone that isn't a privateer and someone that is?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got to work Monday to Friday. They're probably
Yeah, but like you
gone.
racing against like Tardy Seagrave
Yeah.
and that, and they just do whatever, she does whatever
Can
she
ride
wants. Rides
any
pretty
day.
much every day.
Yeah.
And they obviously have schedules to,
Yeah,
to
of
follow and
course.
stuff, but yeah, they get a lot more riding and gym
Yeah.
time than I
Yeah.
do. Fuck yeah.
But if anybody else got a mountain bike and they were like, oh, sick, I want to go try racing, even if they try it like a national level, is it something you can easily do? Or does it take
hell
a lot
yeah.
of work to...
No.
Just
so you could go.
The people who I bought my bike off, I didn't even know how to enter a national race when I bought that bike. And I said to the person who come with me, I was like, I'm going to peck their head. They're going to be really like annoyed with me once I've like,
Ask them every question.
I eventually got this bike in the back of the van and I've paid them for it. And yeah, I just said, listen, it might. I know it's going to sound fucking big-headed, but I had one goal in mind, and it was to get to the World Cups.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fanny about at regionals and
Yeah.
shit
Yeah,
like that.
just
so
go straight in.
I just basically said I want the straightest line to World Cups, and just looked at me like,
Are you sure, Doc?
Yeah, you're off your head. Are you off your head? Yeah.
who the fuck is this girl? She's buying her first downhill rig and she wants to go straight to World Cup.
Yeah, so you've not even had a downhill bike or probably been on one, I'd imagine.
and,
So you
Then
are,
you're
that's the
like-
attitude to have though.
Yeah,
And yeah,
just go for it.
They were really polite with it actually, and just said, yeah, this is how you gotta like gain points to
Yeah.
do World Cups.
Oh, right, yeah, you have to
Yeah.
have a certain amount of points to be able to get there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you've got to gain UCI points.
Yeah.
They're only available at certain
Certain races,
Right.
and
yeah.
from certain positions
Yeah.
in the categories that they're available. And
That's pretty cool though, because we were talking about in one of the other podcasts that kind of anybody can enter and you just get there. And
Yes.
it's like an all mix of...
a world motocross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
Go.
if
If
you just pay and enter and go,
you can go.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
I do think that's quite good though, because there's some people that would think they're probably good and then they go to a qualifier, to get UCI points.
I've seen that.
And, think, I can probably
Yeah,
do it. And then they don't get any points or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
and then it's like, oh no, I'm not going to the Worlds.
Yeah.
Then, am I?
But that's what's pretty good to be able to...
Yeah, I think so.
You've got to work your way up, you've got to get
Yeah,
enough points
yeah,
and score the right
so-
positions to...
Yeah, you've got to be in these positions where you gain UCI points at these top level events.
Yeah.
Because for the men particularly, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fucking fast, and like the times between them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nothing.
We
Was that
watched
guy
the
know-
last one. We watched
Yeah.
the one that you went to. It was soaking. I can't remember what it was.
Or Leo Gang, like
Yeah, we sat and watched it, didn't we? And we sat and watched like the guys and the girls. We watched both of them, and it's just like
Unreal.
the times. It was slippy, and you had a few people having offs, but,
but the
so
times
close.
so close.
How do you
Yeah.
you could see it
Yeah.
counting down? It's like a bit like an Olympic thing. You see it on the screen, can't you?
Yeah.
Which stages
Yeah,
they've got and
yeah.
how it was like 0.02 or
unreal.
something.
I was
Mental.
that run I did at Leo Gang for World Champs in 2020.
Yeah, I think it was the end of 2020, yeah.
That one run I did on TV was the only full run I did all week.
Fucking hell.
I couldn't cope.
Because it's a long run as well, isn't
My
it?
head
Them downhill.
exploded there.
I was gonna
My
say,
head
so-
exploded.
Yeah.
like
I was not ready for that.
to think
But it's a
about
lot
it,
to
yeah.
piece together, like the whole run, they're so long. Like to actually ride, like flat out for that amount of time. Because usually, you go and do some trails at, wherever you go.
Yeah.
And some of the runs are probably like 30 seconds. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whereas when you go to a downhill, you're doing like 3, 4, 5 minutes
Yeah.
sometimes.
This is a lot. Like, obviously, there's going to be motocross people listening, and they're going to be going, what? Like a 3 minute to 5 minute run? What's
Yeah.
that? We do 25 minutes
It's
plus motos.
fucking gnarly though,
Are
the
you-
whole way down.
No, what this downhill mountain
It's
bike is all
ridiculous.
about. Have you tried to squat for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
and then start pulsing in that squat at the same time?
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
up and down?
And thinking. Like
Yeah.
you've got your
And looking where
brain
you're
that whole
going.
time is like, so we do a bit of mountain biking, but it's nothing like you do. But even just going down that run, the ground is so different on all the way down. Like they usually pick like from the top of the mountain to the bottom. Well, obviously you do it on a mountain. We've got hills here, but you go from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain. Might start sloppy,
Yeah.
then it goes pure rocks. That one you did, it was like massive rock section round a corner. I think you went down a rock section, then you did
Dusty one?
Yeah, then you
that
did.
was one from this year.
Yeah, you did it. You did it right down there. Then you had a jump
Yeah.
to do and stuff like that. Like you can tell that all the way down, it's just so different. So
Yeah, it's just- yeah.
for your brain
yeah,
to
they-
And I think what's mad is obviously you'll go out for practice, say the day before, and it might be perfect conditions, and then you get up and then you go out and you've got your final run and it's fucking pissing it down, and you're like, Sound job.
Yeah.
This is great.
I love
Got
it.
no idea what the track's like now.
It's unfair when it happens like in between
Yes.
race runs, like
That
that
is-
half the
yeah.
field go down on a dry track
Yeah, it's
and then
horrible.
the top half of going down in a wet, or vice versa. Not that it's ever like that, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not.
It's all
Just
part
go
of
for
I
it.
just enjoy riding. Like,
It's part of it. But doesn't it?
Just
Isn't it
love
that
that
the person
feel
who was fastest, like, is it the last one or leading goes last anyway? Usually.
yeah, the one that comes first in
Yeah.
seeding is the last.
The last to go,
Yeah,
so-
the fastest last.
Kind of like do like a
quite
qualifier,
cool.
do you, to then
Yeah.
to then
So
get to the
technically, when you say you get like one chance, you get two sort of
Yeah.
race runs, but one obviously is just your seeding run. So if you don't make
Yeah.
it down on your race run, your seeding run don't count.
right.
That's just a position.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
just
to
a-
get
yeah.
just where you
Get
start
you
for
in
the
that you
race.
can
run.
get your race
Yeah.
run.
Like you have one opportunity to get
God.
it right, and
That is
I know
mad.
that's mad, and to think
It
that
is
it's
mad.
only in, like you say, 3, 4, 5 minutes, depending on how long
Yeah.
the run is.
Yeah.
That is your chance.
That's it.
But how fast? I can't believe how fast, because we ride it a bit as well, but only just for fun. The speed you go down. I have rode with you once when you made me go down. I'd hardly been riding much. You made me go on that off piste at Cannock, and now I look at it and go, oh, it'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
I did it the other day actually. I did it about a day ago.
Yeah,
It
because
was
you were
fine.
saying about it.
Yeah, it was fine. But Stacey's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, you went. Oh, Stacey took me down here on my first
Yeah.
time.
There's
I
a
was
big drop as well, and you're just at the bottom. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Come on, get down.
Yeah, I remember
And you would not let me not go down. You're like, come on, get down here.
well, I knew you could do it. You know,
And I did, yeah.
I wanted you to feel the excitement I felt when I went down. it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I did, but the speed, I could see even then, and that was when I think you'd only just started because we were chatting about it then that you'd only been, I think that was your first year.
Yeah, I'd probably only been in it a year then.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've still not
But even then I could see
Yeah.
the speed on you then, and I just,
mental.
I don't know how you do it.
I fucking love it. fucking love it.
Just absolutely love it. You could do it
Love it, love
non-stop
it,
if you...
love it. You know, like I always said, I've said it to a few people now. With motocross, I never said to myself, I want to make it professional. Like it crossed my mind. Like, would I ever be good enough?
Yeah.
Could I
Yeah.
do it, this, that, and the other. But I was like, not really bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yeah,
wouldn't.
I'd love to get this position at the world. I'd love to step on a podium and that. But I was just like, don't really want to do it as a job.
Yeah.
No.
Like, this downhill, I'd do it.
You could
I'd
do.
do it from the
That's when you
moment I
know
wake
that you
up.
proper
Yeah.
enjoy it and love
I'm
it.
fucking screwed because 29 in just over a week and I've only just started doing it. Gutted.
That don't matter though, does it?
No.
Look at Becky. Becky's,
Yeah, Becky Skelly.
yeah. Like she's sick. Like
Yeah.
she's sick on a downhill,
She's a
and
good lass. She's
she's
a
in
good
her
lass.
30s. Is she in her 30s?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I think it was a birthday not long ago,
I'm
yeah.
not going to tell everyone her age.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to
No.
say age. But you're just saying you're 29, so she's in her 30s,
I know, but like...
and she is
all the
sick,
years
and
I
she
did
only started late as well.
Yeah, I'm just saying all the years I did motocross and I was being pestered by two people I know saying like, oh, you should get into this.
Yeah, you
downhill,
could have
should
been
try
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Like,
wish you'd have
you
done,
wish you'd have done
it earlier.
I remember our friend's dad saying like, you'll absolutely love it. You should come to Antastina with us. And I was like, why would I want to pedal a bike? Why would I want to pedal a bike when I can sit down and like we all say twist the throttle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all know it's not that
don't be
easy,
one of
by
them
the way.
people that say all you do is jump on a bike and twist the throttle.
But I was just like, why would I want to pedal?
But you didn't know what you were missing.
Nobody does.
I think in some ways I'm kind of like that though now, aren't I? Like
You
I've been
love
a
it,
bit,
don't you?
yeah. I proper love mountain biking. Like I'm shit, but I proper love it because I love the whole like you go out for the day, and if you're just going out, say like you go Warncliffe or wherever, Cannock,
Yeah.
whatever, and you go and do like any kind of runs and that. I just love the whole social aspect of it
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's way more
Yeah.
social, I think, than when you even go to a motocross like practice track.
Yeah.
You obviously go out on track and you flat out, doing whatever for 15, 20 minutes. Then you come in and have a chat, but I actually like chatting while I'm doing it. Like while you're going down, we're fucking pissing ourselves while
Yeah,
we're riding
making
down
noises
runs.
the whole way
all sorts
down,
of shit.
like, yeah.
We
Shouting each other.
while we're riding, do you know what I mean?
Realise like what they're missing out on.
Yeah.
Like you think you've got a sociable like little bubble at motocross and you can go and all ride together. You ain't been riding like mountain biking together.
Yeah.
Where you're screaming at each other like in hysterics,
Yeah.
crying, like not being able to breathe because the run's so terrifying.
Yeah.
and tiring,
But the same for all of you.
Yeah. and one of yous lay on the floor, the other one's on their head, and the other one's just made it to the bottom, but then ran into a fence or something.
There's always something, isn't there? I think every time we go out, there's something.
Yeah, I'm not at the same level. I do love it. I love mountain biking, but I'm still I love my enduro, love going out on my enduro bike, and I love motocross. More enduro, I think, because it's a little bit more, it's like mountain biking, it's more social.
I think when you go in enduro, and if you're doing more like, more like free riding type stuff, if you just go to like an enduro track and do laps, then that's kind of similar to motocross, isn't it? But you can have the same aspect with enduro when you do go more free ridey stuff. But
it's the same, you just have a laugh, everyone falls off. It's one of them where it's not the pressure of being the fastest, looking the best.
Having a laugh.
It's none of that. It's if you go enduro, you're laughing at someone because they've gone over the handlebars, or they can't get up a rock or up a hill or whatever. It's a bit of the same sort of thing. I love that side of it.
Yeah.
I want to ask something.
Oh, wow.
But you know what it's going to be, don't you?
Oh, for God's sake, go on.
Well, we asked people to ask you some questions, and we've had this one twice. I actually want to know
because same person.
Yeah, by the same person. But it still counts.
It counts.
Too.
We didn't know.
And I don't know the full story, but I did hear about it, which means it was quite a big deal at
I
the
didn't
time.
know about it until I saw the question.
Yeah, Lol didn't know about it and then asked the question.
Well, what have you heard then to start with, and then I might correct it if it's not right.
Okay, so I heard, and I don't know who I heard it from because I don't really know many people in mountain biking, so I don't know where it came from. But you were doing a run, and when it came time to do your run, you came down a little section and a dog ran out in front of you onto the track, which then, because you only get one run, is pretty unfair that a dog ran out in the track in front of you. So you asked for another run, you got another run, and you did really well from the other run. Is that right?
And there's a debate of whether you should have got
now
another run.
You shouldn't have had it.
There's a debate. There's obviously.
Yeah, we don't want to start any debate.
No, we're not
please
starting
do
wars.
not. Yes, please do not say we are not negative on here. We do not want to know that. We're just asking.
I mean, I
Stacey's
haven't seen what happened or anything like.
You'll put the clip in anyway, won't you? So
Yeah, because you said there's a clip, and we've not seen it. So
it got in my way or not.
Okay.
We'll find the clip and we'll let you lot decide.
There we go.
There is some truth to that, but I never asked for another rerun. Though.
Right.
I think the real thing that aggravates the people that it aggravates is I actually crashed on that same run that the dog was on track.
Right, okay.
I crashed up top sooner. So obviously I'd already thought that.
So to you just thought you were screwed anyway. You kind of just thought.
Yeah,
you just kind of thought, I'm just going down.
No, I didn't just ride
No,
down.
you were going, obviously still going for it.
Did you give someone a little text on the way down? Can you let your dog off the lead?
While I was face planting.
Yeah. Now. Go.
Any dog will do.
It was a stray one, I think.
It wasn't your dog, was it? Your own dog?
No.
Oh my God.
Why?
And you don't start more shit.
Sorry.
My fucking ex-boyfriend messaged me like after that weekend, after that day on the Sunday, and said, it wasn't your dog, was it? I was like,
Oh my God.
I was actually joking.
Yeah. No, that is a joke.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
God.
Fucking hell.
No, I have a little Jack Russell, and it was a collie.
Right. Nowhere near. Don't even look the same. Brilliant.
Nowhere near the same breed.
So I got down at the bottom, and I didn't even really bother looking at my time. I just walked down to the tarmac road at Revs at the bottom and was pacing up and down because I was so pissed with myself.
Yeah.
I just threw it all away. I was so determined to win this event. It's the first elite event I'd done in the elite category because they put me in that category.
Yeah, you've gone up. This year you've gone up or something. Yeah.
Well, no, it was the same year as in the seniors.
Oh, right.
It was just, they were saying there's something about like no one in the senior class, everyone's decided to go in the elites instead. So
Right,
do you want to go in it? And I was just like, let's go
why
for
not?
it. Let's try and get the elite title while we're at it, I crashed in the woods further up on it's not there anymore, it's changed, but the chute on Ginger Bobcat Revs. I crashed on the corner entering that, went into it a little too fast, nearly fell down the chute without the bike.
Oh my God.
And then I obviously got back on it, and I come close towards the bottom, and the jumps next to the cafe, that's where the dog was on course. And I never even it didn't cross my mind once I crossed the finish line. I already was fuming with myself crashing. So
did it stop you? Was it before the jump? Like, did it slow you down or anything, or did you just kind of hit the jump?
Hesitate, yeah.
Because that's what I said to you before when you said I'm not going to tell you the story because I don't know it, but we'll ask you. I said but even if you just saw
You just
something.
naturally
It's-
would,
yeah,
wouldn't
it's a
you?
natural,
It's a
just a
natural
thing,
instinct,
so-
isn't it?
I then went to tell the officials that there was a dog on course because someone said you best go and tell someone.
Yeah, and it's
So-
like if someone else comes down and the dog's on there
yeah,
as well,
yeah,
isn't
exactly.
it? You know, not
So,
even
and
you.
I was telling a few officials, and one popped his head from around the back and just basically went, well, and how did that make you feel? And I was just saying to him, well, I fucking shit myself, mate.
Yeah.
Like, what would you
Didn't
do?
expect to see a dog
Yeah.
on track,
Took
do you?
off like from a jump, and there's a dog right on the inside. Like,
Yeah.
is it going to jump across?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
going to run under me? Is it going to run towards the landing where I am and
Yeah.
in front of this big crowd? And we're just going to like snowball with
Yeah.
this dog down the track. And 2 minutes later, the guy behind me had radioed to the marshal on that section. The marshal had confirmed the dog was on course.
Yeah.
Right.
When I went past, and he said, "You best get your helmet on because you've got a rerun." And I was like,
Wow.
what the fuck?" He said, "Well, even if it wasn't like right in front of you and you didn't stop for it, it's hesitation."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
if that's not what everybody else has got, if everybody else
Yeah,
had
if
the
everyone else had it,
hesitation or the
Yeah.
surprise, if you all of a sudden went
then
in
you'd
front
be
of
like-
someone else, then it's up to them. If it's fair for everyone, but if
Yeah,
it's not fair
and-
for everyone, then
I think again, what didn't help is when you cross the finish line at a national, they cut your transponder off straight away.
Right.
Nobody remembered to put my transponder back on my bike, so I went straight up to the top. I was absolutely knackered because there's a little bit of a push, isn't there, to get to the back.
I've not been to
You've not
Revs.
been to Revs.
No.
There's a little bit of a push to get to the far side at the back, Ginger Bobcat, and I was like, you're just gonna have to give me a minute. She said, "You've got about 30 seconds." I was like,
fucking
what?
hell.
I haven't even got my goggles on or anything, and I'm like, can I just have a minute? Honestly, I'm out of breath. She's like, "Okay, you've got 1 minute." And the whole elite men's class was waiting to go.
Oh my
like,
god. Oh my god.
oh, the pressure.
Yeah, I was like,
But they're like,
oh my
fucking
God,
get your
like,
arse
Lord,
into
I'm
gear.
sweating, like my goggles are steaming up and everything, and I went for it, but I obviously wasn't as fast. But I crossed the finish line and I looked, obviously behind it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the big screen.
Yeah, does that show you time? Does it?
Yeah, and it shows you
Soon
time
as you
whether it
come
was
through.
green or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was completely black, like a dead TV
Oh,
screen. And I was like,
Oh
and then
my God.
I looked at my bike, and I just
Shit.
fell to the floor and screamed. Realised I didn't have my transponder on. A friend came over consoling me, and she's like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine." I was like,
Oh
"There's
my
no
God.
transponder on my bike. I've just gone all the way up there." Ah. And it took
Oh,
them
what a
about-
weekend.
Yeah, it took them about an hour and a half. I went to see the officials in the timing box then, and I was like, "Listen, if you haven't got my time, I don't mind going up again. I don't care how fucking tired I am. I don't care how rough the track is now. Like, I don't care if I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'll go up and get another
Just
time.
one at a time.
Yeah.
I just wanted a time and see if I could win." And he was like, "No, it's fine. We've got the time." And I was like, "Well, what is it then?" He said, "Just give us a moment to confirm." And like half an hour later, what felt like half an hour, and he called me in and he looked at it. I said, "Have you got it?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he just gave me the paper to read it. And I saw my name at the top of 3, and I saw the time, and I just looked at it, and I looked at him, sat down, and I was like, "Well, have I won then?" He just looked up at me and said, "Yeah." And I ran out of that little box, and there's a few people there who were all hugging and cheering, and
Oh, that is amazing.
So how did they get the time?
apparently
They
I
have.
don't know how true this is, but
This is where I'm guessing
British site,
people
yeah,
have
they're
like an
Brit-
iffiness about
Yeah,
it
they
because there was no
shouldn't have
real
it.
recorded time
Yeah, they
technically
shouldn't
because that's what
have,
the
like,
transponders are
issue
for,
with
aren't
Yeah.
they?
me. They should have the issue with
Yeah, with
who
British
made the
Cycling,
decision
Yeah.
to
or
send me
whoever.
up for another run.
Yeah.
And then not timed,
Yeah.
actually timed
Well,
technically.
You pass a sensor at
Yeah.
the start,
Yeah.
you pass a sensor at the end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We
I
have
had-
it in jet surf.
Yeah.
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 So I had a time. I
Yeah.
just didn't have a time that had segments to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So it's just a straight
Yeah.
from
yeah,
top
so
to
he
bottom.
knew it that whole hour.
Yeah.
Or what felt like an hour after I come across the finish
Just
line.
had
He
to confirm it.
yeah,
Just leaving you there, just hanging it all.
I bet he did. I bet he was like, we'll just leave for a little bit longer.
5 minutes, like, listen.
Now.
I'll
need
even
this
go do it
fucking
now.
time.
Like, I'm so hungry, but I'll still go to the top and do another one. And he was like, no, you don't need to. He knew the whole time.
He knew,
And
didn't he?
just didn't even want to tell me. Yeah, and then I didn't know that it was going to cause all this big rift. Like, 'cause
No.
I I felt like, and I still feel like I hadn't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then I felt, you know, the tension on the podium, and then the video came out on YouTube, and I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Abuse started on Instagram.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? Why is everyone having a go
I mean,
at me?
that's the thing though, isn't it? When people don't know the full picture and they just see something and they hear this and that, they hear bits and bobs, and then it gets fucking, it's like Chinese whispers in it. Things, obviously, I heard it was, you know, because of so-and-so and whatever, and then people
don't be
fabricate.
Come on, you've mentioned names.
No, I don't know anything. I literally don't know fucking anything.
Come on, make it juicy.
But I mean, like, that's how these things start.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be just like, oh, well, I heard, you know, so-and-so, something happened, this happened, but it couldn't be any further away from the truth, really. And then people get their fucking back up about shit that they
When
don't
I
know
heard
anything
it,
about.
I didn't really think I thought, well, if there was a dog on the course.
Well, see,
I
if you
don't
don't know the full
truth.
story,
I didn't
is
know
it?
the whole story from your side or from somebody
No,
else's
that's it.
side. I just
if you don't
heard
know
what
the full
happened.
story, you can't really have any
I
kind
thought,
of
well,
judgment
if there's
on
a
it,
dog
really.
on the track, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, I just think,
There
well,
shouldn't
you
be a
should
dog
get
on the
another
track.
run, because
Yeah.
what do you do about that? You can't deduct a
It's not fair
hesitation
that no one
time
else-
because you don't
yeah,
know what the
no.
hesitation time would be.
that's it. So when these officials were first talking about it, when I mentioned there was a dog on course, one of them asked me, they said, oh, was it a little white one? And I was like, no. They were like, oh, well, we've had a little white one at the top that's been on the track that somebody else had to rerun for. And I was like,
Oh
well,
my God.
so why was everybody else, like, focusing on my
you?
rerun?
Yeah,
when there's other
actually,
people that got
yeah.
a rerun as well because of the dog?
Yeah, you were, yeah.
Whether the dog was directly in front of me or not doesn't matter, because I got a phone call a couple of days after, because obviously, like I said, it kicked off on social media. There was certain people.
You love social media.
Gotta
for
love
that,
it,
don't
hadn't
you? Little keyboard warriors and stuff.
Yeah. So British Cycling were monitoring what was going on social media,
Oh.
and the person who run the event was monitoring it, and he said he rang me up just to see how I was.
Yeah.
And I was like,
see
Aw.
the abuse.
yeah, I was like, mate, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
It's hard.
Yeah. Did you just kind of like sit back?
Yeah, I didn't
You
reply
didn't-
to any
you
of it.
didn't, like,
No,
respond to any of it
He
and-
literally said to me, he said, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
he said, just keep
definitely.
your nose clean.
Yeah.
He said, do you want to know why we made that decision? I was like, what decision? He said, for you to have another rerun. I said, oh, why not? Go on then. I may as well.
Yeah.
And he said, well, someone put it to them in their little British Cycling Committee at that moment of the event and said, if you were driving 60 mile an hour down a road and
Yeah.
the pavement leads onto the road and
Yeah.
there was a kid stood on the curb, not facing the way you were going,
Yeah.
not facing towards you, sorry, so it couldn't see you,
Yeah.
would you still go 60 mile an hour right next to it, or would you just let off the accelerator?
Just in case it went.
Just
yeah.
in case,
Just
yeah.
in case the kid stepped out in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, that's why we gave you a rerun.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, right.
That makes total
Yeah.
sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So,
And you obviously, the thing is, these things happen and they do happen and everyone has their own opinion, blah, blah, blah. But if you think you can be faster than someone else at another event, or they think they can be faster than you, whatever, you take it to the next
Yeah, you
event.
take it to the track, don't you?
Whatever
Next time.
happens on that one, it's happened. They've made a decision, you haven't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know,
isn't
you
it?
haven't sent your
And
own
it wasn't
time
you
in
forcing it. If you were like being a proper, you know, bitch about it.
never said the words, can I have a rerun?
No.
No.
I never even thought that was a thing.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
new
no,
to
'cause
it.
you
That
know-
was my
yeah.
first year.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how that event would run.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have a clue. So for some people to think that I would go and ask for a rerun, I didn't even know that existed.
No.
I didn't know you could do that.
No.
No, I wouldn't have either.
No.
I'd have
Well,
done
no,
what
'cause
you
you did-
did.
you
Be
see, you know-
fuming.
you know it's that
I was
one
there,
run.
pacing up and down.
Yeah.
Ready to like.
That's what I do.
Put a
Just be
picture of
fuming at
myself on a
myself.
punch bag.
Yeah.
Like I was livid, and yeah, I just.
No, it's nice to-
not what you eat.
No.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's
Yeah.
nice to get that out. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously, I actually heard something, but it was nearly along the lines. But I didn't know you crashed at the top and
Cheers,
stuff.
Dave, for asking that.
Yeah. Doesn't he give you some sick suspension as well?
He does
apparently.
actually, yes, I will mention that. He's an ass, no joking. He's an absolute legend. He's my suspension technician, and he's a cool guy.
Does he do it out of his van or something, or does he do it in a shop or?
No,
Doesn't he meet you at the
it's-
track, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've done it at Langon.
Or
So-
Llangollen,
Llangollen.
whatever it's actually pronounced as
Yeah.
Welsh folk.
Sorry,
Not very
Welsh.
good at pronouncing it. So yeah, he has his own vehicle, and we just truck the bike on the back, carts
Yeah.
to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
It's got a device on my forks and on my shock, and it's got the software on a phone. and basically we start it,
Blimey, heck.
put it in my pocket,
Wow.
Yeah.
and
Just read
Just
all
do
the
a
data.
run kind of thing.
yeah, I get to the top of the course, whichever one I pick to go down, and I just go down it like I would a seeding run, a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to the bottom, take the phone out of my pocket, give it to him. He reads all the data from
And it reads how it went up
Yeah.
and down
Yeah.
and fucking
all the
how
lines
fast
and
it did
dots
and
this, that and the other, compression, rebound and all that crap.
crazy.
And he tweaks it to make it feel comfy.
Yeah. Is it one of the most important things on downhill? Like, it's got to be, hasn't it?
It's
Like,
the same,
surely.
It's the same in motocross.
Yeah, it is,
It's
yeah.
like been behind people that haven't had their suspension done, or they thought they got
You
it
could
done
tell.
Oh my god, they're like
You're just
wild
looking at it.
animals,
Yeah.
aren't they? Like, you feel so scared to be
Pinging
behind
around
them.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You feel terrified to be behind them
Yeah.
because the bike's everywhere.
So
and you're
unpredictable.
Like, yeah. Are they going to take themselves out?
Yeah.
Them? Like,
You're just
It's-
waiting for them to go, really,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Whereas
Yeah.
we ain't got a clue with that stuff, have we?
No, not on the mountain
We're
bike.
just
Well,
like-
actually, not even on the
No,
motocross
we
bike.
ain't got a
I
clue.
don't even fiddle with any of them. Just ride. It's probably why we're not as good as we probably
I know
could
Connor
be,
always
lol.
goes, does that feel too soft? I'm like, don't know.
what? I'm doing what? Where does it feel soft and where's it supposed to feel hard?
Yeah, I
just
don't
like-
know.
Yeah.
Goes over
Is
that.
that, is that
alright?
hard enough? I'm like,
Yeah, whatever.
don't know.
Still running, that'll do, yeah.
Still got forks and a shock, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
You don't see it too much in downhill because obviously you're not following people when you're
Yeah.
racing.
Yeah.
You get set off like 30 seconds in between. But yeah, if you've not got your suspension sorted, it makes everything 10 times harder. Like
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
over roots, rocks, and you know how slippy they can be.
Yes.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
makes a big difference.
It's
What
like you
happens
just so
if-
you know what your bike's going to do, don't you? You've got a bit more of an idea
Yeah.
of what your bike's actually going to do in
Yeah.
that situation, don't you? Whereas
Yeah.
you think it's going to do something, and if it's set up wrong, it does something completely different.
Yeah, like you're going off a drop into a corner, and if your suspension's too soft, it's just going to dive the front end. It's
Yeah.
going to push you into the bars, and
Yeah.
that's all time. Milliseconds.
Yeah,
is
that's
time.
it.
Time is winning and losing.
Yeah. I remember you saying when I first got one, you said about like getting a mountain bike, you said about riding differently. Do you find there's a lot different between the motocross and the mountain bike? 'Cause you said about your knees.
Yeah.
Said on a motocross bike, you're gripping with your knees, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said with a mountain bike, you gotta let
just
the
gotta let it
bike.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knees are
Yeah.
out,
I've used
aren't
that.
they?
I've used that since you told me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you kind of feel yourself doing it, and they go, no, you gotta just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do it. Like when I'm like fully into a run,
Yeah.
and then it starts getting squirrely. Either the track's getting like dangerous or whatever, or I'm just getting tired, and I feel myself, my legs start to clench the seat.
You need
Yeah.
to start-
That
You
yeah.
makes
need
it
to do
10
the other,
times, yeah,
don't you?
make-
Opposite.
Do the opposite. You're supposed to bow your
Get them
legs out.
wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spread them wide.
Yeah, basically.
Go on, lol.
That's precious.
It's a good laugh, innit? Gets me every time. Is there anything else that's like that is a major difference from a
You don't
motocross
take
bike
your feet
to
off,
a?
do you?
No.
You have to
No.
go.
Yeah,
your feet are
with your
on.
feet
Yeah, yeah.
All the
That,
time.
that screwed in my head when I first started. It was like, how
Were you
the
there,
hell-
like,
yeah. How the
leg-
hell am
But
I
do you ride
supposed
with clips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you when you first started? As
No,
well?
no, no.
Ah.
So
So legs
before-
were coming off, like you wanted to sit down and put your leg out. Like,
Well, not that I wanted to sit down, but like if it was wet or I was going into corner too
Just
fast,
put your
it's
foot
just
out.
easy just to dangle the leg
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, but
I do that at the minute, like dab it. Like, and I keep
Yeah.
telling myself, no, keep them on. And with the pedals, it's actually they're dead grippy.
Yeah.
So you end up like
Yeah.
your foot gets stuck
Yeah,
anyway,
but
so it's quite good.
My foot
That's
gets
it.
stuck in the wrong position.
Yeah.
the reason why I went in clips from flats, I actually did it when I first got the downhill rig.
Yeah.
I was like I said, a bit too over ambitious. Was like,
Just wanted
Cups,
wanted the World
Cups.
Cup, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, the World Cup riders, the majority of them ride clips.
Yeah,
There's got to
they
be
do,
some
don't they?
benefit to it, so
Yeah.
I've got to ride in clips. Yeah.
How did that go?
But do you think it's better though?
110%.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
you get used to it,
Once
you get
like,
used
to it.
be like, I'm
It's like
still
you
not
know the
used to it.
bike's always there beneath you, don't you? Like
You can
whereas I
lift.
feel
Yeah, I was
exactly,
going
you
to
can
say
lift
like pull
too.
up. You can like.
But
pull
I
up on
notice
things.
sometimes you go over stuff and my feet are like coming off. Like
Yeah.
obviously I'm
Yeah,
moving my
it's-
knees, but your feet just kind of like
Yeah,
you feel
there's-
it come like that far off the pedal almost.
Yeah.
You know, whereas at least a clip, it's always there. It's
There's
always in the right
techniques to
place
get
as
in
well, isn't it?
flats.
Yeah.
Getting it right on flats, you've got to drop your heels.
Yeah.
So that the pedal's like pushing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like flats.
Yeah.
If my foot is like a grain of sand out of position,
Yeah.
it's all I can think about. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's uncomfortable.
I've got major things to think about on this track. I don't need to think about my foot
Where my
being
foot
out
is,
by
yeah.
like half a degree. So Once you get clips, you get them in the right position,
And that's,
and that's
That's
it.
it.
You don't
You
need to
sorted,
worry about it,
yeah.
It's obviously training your mind instead of lifting your foot to take it off the pedal. You've got to twist it.
Twist
Yeah.
it, yeah.
It's not easy.
No.
No.
My ankles weren't even strong enough when I first got them. I tried to get it out on the
Just
main
stuck.
road outside the house and fell over because I just couldn't even get my foot out the pedal.
Oh my God.
And it was like, this is a
Brilliant.
good start. And then I took it to Grisdale Forest, and at the top of one of the off-piste sections there, I was sorting out my helmet, and I had the foot still in on the side I lifted, and I went over, couldn't get it out, landed on the person at the side of me and ruptured my rotary cuff.
No!
Oh God. That's a bit crap, isn't it?
That was right at the beginning
No.
of 2019, at the beginning of my first race season.
Oh, God. Just because of clips.
Yeah.
So everyone, get clips.
Get
They're great.
I stuck with him. I didn't
Yeah,
take
you
him
just-
off. I stuck with him, and I was terrified. It made me worse.
Yeah.
Slower, because all you can think about is your feet. Are
I can't take my feet out.
the
Yeah.
But then once you realise your feet are stuck and it's actually a good thing,
Yeah, but
really,
it
I'd
takes-
imagine you.
It took me a full year, to be able to subconsciously take my foot out and dab,
Yeah.
without really having to think about it beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't ride in flats now, which is not good.
'Cause that's the thing, like I'd said about I wanted to try them just because of I hate the fact that I'll just instantly dab even though I
Yeah.
don't need to, and then that ends up fucking you up more sometimes
It'll scare
because
the
you've
shit out
panicked
of
you
me
and
trying
you've sent you
fucking
all
flips.
off balance. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know.
You'll be going
No, I know.
You'll be going in a straight line, like up a fire road, and you'll be like, oh my God, if we need to stop now because there's the beginning of the trail right there, how am I going to get my foot out?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to be able to do this. I'm going to have to put my seat down first, and then I'm going to have to slow down.
That's what happened to me the other day, wasn't it? I went to put my foot down, but I had my seat up still.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't get my seat down quick enough. I just fell off down the bank.
I did it
Into-
as well, but
that video.
I
Into
did it.
bushes. That was that. That's exactly what happened. So no clips for me.
Yeah.
And that was
I
without
did it on
clips.
the same one
Fucking
as
hell.
well. It must be the peaks. I don't know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
because you're always on a bank. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I stopped on a
That's-
bank,
that's
went to
scary
put
as
my
well,
foot
yeah.
down, and
But
Brad,
my seat wouldn't
luckily
go
Brad
down
was
quick.
next
I went
me
to
and-
press it. It just wouldn't. There's no time left.
No, that's what and
Straight
seat
over.
posts never want to work in the
No.
winter. Like,
No,
it gets a
don't.
bit cold, doesn't it? And you're just stuck there. You're stuck in one position. You end up going uphill and stood there
Trying to pull it
your
up.
seat
Yeah.
up.
It's all well and good until they don't work.
So here's something we don't know about. Somebody's asked, why do you hide your hidden go-kart talent? Are you really good on a go-kart?
Sick. Fucking sick, mate.
Are we going? Is that it? Is that what
We
we're
need
going
to
to do? Go-karting next.
Go-karting, yeah. If I had anything else to do, it would be rallying. And I would be sick at it. I'm such a good driver. I love.
Does G agree with this, or
Does it? Yeah.
When I say I'm a good driver, I'm a
Right.
good rally driver.
Yeah.
Obviously.
what's that? A bit
doesn't-
erratic? Are you a bit
Yeah.
like all over the place, or are
I
you
don't shut off.
right?
Like, I don't
Yeah,
shut off. I don't.
you're
brake.
finding the line that will just go
Yeah.
the fastest round there. Yeah.
Kiss
Commitment.
Kiss the curb
Yeah,
on this side,
yeah,
kiss the curb
yeah.
on the corner. I do that, and we do it in Sprinter van as well. It's just the way I drive, and obviously it's not ideal on the roads.
No,
but
not at all.
I bet guys love that when you go karting. Then, if you're actually pretty fast, I don't know if this person's being sarcastic or whether you're being
Yeah.
sarcastic,
Oh,
but
well,
if you
that
are actually
person thinks
fast,
that
I bet they
can
hate
beat
it.
me, but I'm going to be super confident saying nobody can. I don't know what it is. I just love not having to shut off in a go-kart.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are mad though.
I
aren't
can
they,
never work them
go-karts?
out. I end up going on the wrong side of them. You have to lean. Is it leaning on a go-kart? You're leaning with it or against it? I can't remember. Somebody told me one way was better. You know, like when you go into a corner.
Don't know.
you
You're
have
pretty
the-
much
I
suctioned into the seat, aren't you?
I don't know. I just
Don't know, someone
She
said
just
it to me
fucking
once, and I
rags
was like,
it.
accelerator all the way to the bottom.
Most
I don't
seats in
touch
them though are pretty much like you're cocooned in the seats.
Yeah.
It's when you have to ask for
Yeah.
that extra seat in it, and then you sit
Yeah.
in that, and you're like, just stuck. Because I guess they're made, obviously, guys,
Yeah.
well, not guys are a little bit bigger, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Then you have that extra seat in there,
Yeah.
and that's it, you're stuck. So I don't think you can move anywhere, really, can you?
No, you are pretty G-forced in.
Yeah.
Yeah, little bucket seats. aren't
Is that what? Is vlogging going to come next for you
they?
then?
No.
No.
No, not
No.
the odd one.
Too much.
Little
too
dabble.
Much, too much time in between to take the videos, you just want to ride.
Yeah.
You're just happy
Like,
riding. You
It
don't
takes
wanna...
it away from
Yeah.
the riding, doesn't it? I
Yeah.
guess.
It's cool for us. Like, we would actually like love watching what you do. Like,
Yeah.
and
Really?
seeing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really would want to watch what I do.
Yeah, Stacey, you're funny. Like we've had some conversations before we even started this podcast, and we were crying. People would love to watch you, like your talent on a bike as well, and like everyone would love to see that. But we understand, like obviously,
It is a lot of
I've
grind.
It's a lot of
guys,
work
I've
and-
got loads of videos of me riding on my phone and stuff like that. They just get forgotten about.
Yeah, it's just doing
Like,
something with it, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just.
Not
I
got
ain't
someone you
time.
could like.
I've got someone.
Fucking hell.
Well, you're getting a new job now. That's it. Tattooing.
Yeah,
gone.
tattooing's
Yeah, loads of these
a
random
gone
videos.
thing.
Yeah, you just get loads of videos of Stacey, and then she'll be like, "Put these in. I want quite a few posts from these.
Yeah.
Thank you."
I want like a 2020 mashup and a 2021 mashup because I've still got loads of videos from like years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe videos of me like first starting out
Yeah.
in 2019 and stuff. Put it all together, but like that's a lot of effort when I'm going to work. Monday to
Yeah, I
Friday.
suppose. Yeah, we'd all love to see it,
It's
but we're
hard.
just being selfish. We just want to watch it.
Yeah.
but-
I might do. No, I'm supposed to pick up my social media
Yeah.
platform and stuff like that. And I
Come
try. I do a little
Come on.
bit, and then I like Christmas dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what I've been up to. Nobody knows anything. And it's not that I like that and I purposely do it. It's just I just put my phone down for
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got some sick pictures online and stuff. Like, we've seen a few videos that obviously G got when you went to like the world champs and
Oh,
stuff. Like,
yeah, yeah.
we've seen a few of them, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd definitely like to see some more. I'm sure other people will.
Alright,
But
well, check out my Instagram then.
yeah.
Coming soon.
And what is your Instagram for the people listening?
It's my name, Stacey Fisher 25.
There we go.
Anyway, thanks for coming in, Stacey. We've loved it.
Yeah.
Loved talking to you. Had a good laugh before it as well.
Yeah, it's been nice to hear about you because obviously I don't really know much about you at all, really. Well, I do now.
You do now.
I do now. I know everything.
Yeah. We'll have to get out as well. We'll all have to get out on a big
Yeah.
mountain bike
Yeah,
ride.
defo, that'd be sick.
Anyone else wants to come, let us know.
Yeah, group ride.
Yeah.
Fast XX group ride already.
You're all missing out, by the way. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Fucking doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Definitely
Need to
give
get
it
a mountain
go.
bike.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
E-bike.
E-bike, yeah. Go straight to the E.
Yeah. Do the E-bin. It's way better.
Go straight for the E.
It's so much easier now though, like because you go somewhere and instead of going, oh, I'm only going to make it up this hill like 2 or 3
Yeah,
times.
you just know you
up
can just
and
send
down,
it, yeah.
Up and down all day.
The worst thing I hear is, you're cheating.
Yeah.
No, I've just done it 10 times and you've done it twice.
It's
not cheating.
And you still ride as hard.
You do.
Like,
Oh, hell
You
yeah.
still ride as hard.
Do you like-
We've all thought. I remember when I got Dean had one first,
Yeah.
an e-bike. Then we were all
He was
like,
the only one wanting.
all right, we'll get one. They were a bit more expensive, but
Yeah,
they're
they're
actually worth it
expensive,
actually
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
So then I got mine. Then I was like,
I was like,
No,
I know I
don't
need
think-
one because I'm fucking shit.
but you were like, I don't think I want
Like,
one
I'm
because
so
I'm not
unfit.
going to be as fit. But then when you all get them,
I'm defo fitter now than
Yeah.
I was on the analog
Yeah,
bike.
I borrowed my dad's because I had a double wrist operation, so I borrowed my dad's to just keep up with the lads, and I weren't really going down the hills.
Yeah.
I was just like chilling and stuff, going out to get out, and I was like, it's too easy. I was the only one on one.
Yeah.
So like.
That's when it becomes too easy
Yeah,
because
and it
they
was
go
in
in
winter as well.
Yeah.
So like, I was getting to the top. I hadn't even sweated. I
Yeah.
wasn't even warm, and so I was getting to the top, and I was freezing, waiting for them to come up to the top
Yeah.
of the hill. And then they'd all want 5 minutes when they got there.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they
it.
were
Out of breath,
absolutely
yeah.
knackered. And I'm like, right, we're ready to go. And they're like, fucking hell, give me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, I want one, but I don't want one that's that easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy because I was the same. I want fitness. I need
Yeah.
fitness.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's when they brought out Specialized brought out the
The
SL.
SL, yeah, with the smaller motor.
Yeah,
and
so that's what I did. I went and got an SL, so it's a smaller motor, smaller battery.
Yeah.
And I have to
Put more effort in.
Yeah.
Not as much effort as obviously
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
e-bike, but yeah.
But they
I
feel
feel-
closer to like an analog bike too as well, don't they? I know they
Oh,
are heavier,
it's-
but they are
it's-
the
no,
lighter
they-
bikes you can
Felt
get.
how light my bike is?
No, I've never felt one of them
It's
SLs.
lighter than my enduro bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's mad. Yeah.
It's SL because it's,
Yeah.
'Cause,
it's
yeah.
smaller. Everything's smaller.
Yeah,
I got the lightest one they did because
Yeah.
I was like, it was too heavy as well. My dad's bike. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't throw it around.
Yeah, yeah.
It just felt too heavy for me. So I was like, I want one that's not as easy to ride because I still want my fitness. and I want it to feel like a normal
Yeah,
bike.
so you
But I think
break
the thing
down.
is for us now, like, because we've all got e-bikes, you end up all riding like flat out all the time. So
And
it
just-
is hard.
You just
because like you're
do
going
a
up a hill, but you're
lot
going
more.
fucking 10 mile an hour up a hill,
Yeah,
not
but
bloody
like,
2
that's-
mile
and you
an
do
hour.
that hill
And we're
5 times.
going flat out the whole time.
Whereas you would have done it
when
once
you're
or
doing, like,
twice.
the technical sections of the climbing as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like, you're all trying to pass each
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
Like, nudging each
And you're trying to
other.
stay on and,
Yeah.
you know, not
And
dab or anything.
you only notice how slow you would have gone when you're with someone that's not on
an e-bike.
Not because they're not fit, just because it's just not the
because
same
you just
thing.
can't
yeah.
go that
You-
fast.
It's horrible when you ride with someone that hasn't got
Yeah,
any.
no.
It is
You're
a bit crap.
Yeah, you're pedalling away. Like you said, you're absolutely going flat out.
Yeah, because you realise you can
why
go like
not?
12
Yeah.
mile an hour
Yeah.
up a bloody hill, and they
Yeah.
have to go half a mile an hour, and they're there, you know, in the lowest gear,
And
spinning.
you get to the top and you just drop straight.
Yeah, you just go,
Yeah.
you ready?
Sit down,
Yeah.
click the gears and drop
Off you
straight
go.
in. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get so many more runs from it, so I would recommend an e-bike
That's
to
it.
anyone. But
If you're
Definitely.
into what I do, which is purely just the downhill side of
Yeah.
it, like there's obviously pedalling in it,
Yeah.
but there's no pedalling technically uphill.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer.
And you wanna go out more,
It makes
don't
you
you?
want to go
Yeah.
out more.
Your
Yeah.
fitness because you're doing 10 times as many runs.
Yeah.
But what you're doing more of is what is your discipline, which
Yeah.
is downhill.
Yeah.
Going down, yeah. But if it's like you go out on a, say if you were going out one day and you'd want to go out the second day, but you're kind of too knackered. Whereas if you go out on the e-bike, you can go out the second day because you know you can still have another good day.
It's like now
You're not as totally fucked.
yeah. Now the lights sticking around for a bit longer. Like when I finish work, me and Gareth will just go, "Do you want to go for a ride?"
Yeah.
yeah,
Like before, it was like, "Oh no, not really," because it's gonna go dark in like an hour run.
Yeah.
You get like 2 or 3
Yeah.
runs in. Whereas you just get on the e-bike, you can smash the same amount of runs in like half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
To
it.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
on the
Sick,
bike.
innit?
yeah, definitely a good way to go. So yeah, we'll get one of them planned.
Yes,
Yeah, we'll get a ride
Right.
planned.
Has G got an e-bike as well?
Yes,
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, otherwise you ain't coming.
Otherwise, you're invited. Sorry.
I spent maybe like 2 weeks towing him, and I was like, he needs an e-bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got him one.
Oh,
I'm not doing that anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Thanks for coming in.
Try and wrap it up again.
Yeah.
We've got loads to talk about.
Just gonna keep going and keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for coming in, Stacey.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Much
invite.
And we hope
appreciated.
you smash it next year at you do Worlds and
Yeah, you do. Will.
Whatever.
British
Whatever.
and
Yeah.
Europeans and wherever else you're
Wherever
gonna make
you
it.
fucking going, yeah.
I don't know.
Get you some sponsors that are gonna sponsor you
please,
to
yeah,
go.
Yeah, financial help would really be
Yeah.
beneficial.
And then you'd win it.
No lie.
You'd try and win it. Like,
Yeah, you'd
I'm
boss
gonna
it.
be you. You'll win it.
You win it. You boss it.
Thank you.
You're gonna
appreciate that.
You're gonna
guys.
win it. Yeah.
I am.
So yeah, good luck in your worlds and
Yeah.
in your whatever you're doing.
Whatever you're doing, yeah.
And we're gonna watch on the vlogs because we're gonna push into it.
Right,
Yeah. Going to be vlogged, but not by me.
Oh, anyway, that's it for
Yeah.
that episode, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.
It's alright.
Sound long arms, didn't it? Bye. See ya. Bye.